Holy shit, we're live. 2 minutes early. We're live 2 minutes early. Oh, here, let me get a couple things situated here. On the live stream. Hello, everybody. We're live. See if I can do this here. Oh, yeah, here we go. I don't need headphones. All right. We are officially... Well, I just had to do some things. So there we go. I don't need you. There we go. Finally, the podcast that got me in the podcast is back. Who's that? It's Jonathan. Why is that so tiny? Oh, there we go. Jonathan Naoki. How you doing, Jonathan? I'm trying to figure out all these names. So who were you when the Warzone originally started? What was your name? Or did I ask you that last week? You got to understand, I'm 54. I'm an old man now. So my memory isn't the best. And I know I talked to somebody about this last week. There's a lot of people in here that don't have the same names they did a decade ago when they first started listening to the Warzone. So that I can understand. Fix this microphone. Yeah, it's kind of weird that it's like I'm sitting out there and I'm watching YouTube, watching my fishing shows. I'm like, oh, I got 20 minutes till the Warzone. Warzone on a Wednesday night. It's crazy. It's me, Dirty Deaf Dealer, Red Pill Sleeper Cell, Cyber Dude Old Mentor, Dirty Deaf Dealer. How you doing? I still don't got everything together. This is like, I'm still learning all this stuff. I'm learning how to actually live stream my MetaQuest gameplay. Surviving LOL, I was just a listener, but you, Hip Hop, Dirty Bird, etc., y'all's arguments on gaming were legendary and on point. So I take it when you were listening back then, you never commented or anything? You weren't one of the regular commenters? And did you listen to it live? That's what I want to know. So, let's, as some of you may have noticed, I decided to do something crazy. So, I want to talk about how I decided. Wait, what Warzone is officially back? Yeah, where you been, Slick Rick? It just start, this is literally the first episode, but we did a pilot episode last week. Warzone 000. Lottie Dottie. Lottie Dottie. Yes, I wasn't, but I caught a few live ones, but the bit bag was the spot. Oh my god, you go back to the bit bag days. Holy shit. Wow. That's amazing. Um, so I want if you noticed on the community tab, I put that I was going to do a 24-hour stream. And it's weird. No, you're not under a rock, Slick. We literally just came back last week. I mean, Davis Daly's been going for a year now. The last episode of the Warzone was Warzone 400, which is on this channel. Then I did a Warzone in space a couple years after that. Not even a couple years, maybe a year or so. And then 3 years later, here we are, we're back. Chiba Smoke. Yo, what up, Chiba Smoke? All these names I've never seen before. So anyway, you should know that at 54 years old, I'm doing all this stuff again. And I think I'm more excited about it now than I've ever been. And I was sitting here the other day because I remember like people used to do like 24-hour streams and stuff. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I did a 24-hour stream of me playing various games on PC, maybe running a game on a PC and streaming off the same PC is kind of crazy, but I'm thinking I can make it work. Xbox, PlayStation, MetaQuest for 24 hours. And I'm like, I could do that. I could stay for 24 hours, and I could do it if I started on a Friday and ended on a Saturday, and I could take breaks, you know, and eat, and so I'm going to do that. So December 13th, Friday the 13th of all days to do it, I'm going to do a 24-hour stream, and it's going to be sick. I asked for stuff from companies to give stuff away. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of stuff. I did get some MetaQuest game codes tonight, so hopefully I'll get more stuff to give away. Sleeper Cell. Warzone 70, step your game up. Warzone argument beef. I can't believe you remember that. I hated that. Was that the one when Mike and Dude were arguing because Mike was being an asshole? Damn glad to see you back on it. I'll play Demon Souls. I got the PlayStation 5 version. I'll play that. I'm trying, like, with all the games, I'm trying to play each game like an hour or two and go through, like, as many games as I can in 24 hours. I want to play some stuff that you guys have never seen before. Maybe some oldies. I don't want to do all first-person shooters. I'm pretty sure you guys want to see me die in a Souls game. So I'm going to just stack up a bunch of games and go through each console. And, yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. I might not. I'm still debating whether I'm going to do PC stuff or not. Because obviously, if it's a game that I have on console, it's much easier to stream from the console than it is from the PC in terms of frame rate and stuff like that, because I'm streaming from the same PC. As badass as my PC is, I only have 16 gigs of RAM because I've been having issues. So I had to take some of the RAM out because I think I had bad RAM slots or whatever. But it's not a big deal. So yeah, 24 hours. So you can pop in and out anytime you want. I'm still putting together a list of games I'm going to play. Of course, there's going to be first-person shooters. There's going to be indie games. But I have so many games that it's just going to be a fun time. And I'm also thinking about, I was also considering during that 24-hour period, I might just do a 24-hour fast, because I try to do at least I try to do at least 2 24-hour fasts a month. It's really hard. Sometimes I only get to like 22 hours and I'm just like, I got to eat something. But I try to do at least 2 24-hour fasts a month. If you look at my face now on this stream and compare it to some of the old ones, you'll see it's completely different. Like, it was all swollen before, like all this was filled in, and the double chin was more pronounced, and it was swollen in. Batman, motherfucker. I mean, and like, I don't really, people that see me notice that I've changed. I noticed it a little bit, But when I was looking at some of those old Warzone videos, holy shit, I was a fat fuck. I mean, I'm still fat, but I think I'm less of a fuck and just fat. But back then, I was a fat fuck. Whatever happened to Step Your Game Up? Step Your Game Up, they started another podcast. They came back and they started another podcast. Let me know if the audio gets weak or not, because I'm moving the mic away. It should still be good. My readings are good. They started another podcast. So they all came back, got together. They started another podcast, but they weren't very consistent with it, and then it fell off again. And it was good too, because it was all the guys. They were all back. I was listening to it, and I was hoping it would be successful, because as a podcaster myself, I like to listen to podcasts once in a while. So I was like, oh yeah, Step Your Game Up crew's back. And they did, I can't remember how many episodes they did, but it wasn't really consistent, and then it just fell off. So that kind of sucked. I had the Carl Winslow like a motherfucker. You look good. Intermittent fasting I do myself. It's been a game changer. Yeah, intermittent fasting is great. Whatever happened to Step? Am I missing something? Oh, here it is. I know you're a mech fan. Mech Breakers and Armored Core 6 has been lit. Yeah, I'll be playing Armored Core 6 on the stream. I'm pretty good in Armored Core 6. I got some pretty good builds. I like going on there and beating dudes and pissing them off. So I'll definitely be playing some Armored Core 6 during the 20. Is that Freddy? Is that Fred 215, the Freddy I'm thinking of? Is it my boy Freddy? Is that my Philly boy? No, because he's Philly Fred. Who's Fred 215? Did you change your name, Freddy? Which Freddy is that? That's what I want to know. So yeah, I got some crazy Armored Core 6 builds. Some crazy, like, yeah, I know you guys remember. I only beat games if I had to for reviews, if they weren't like RPGs or something. But I didn't beat a lot of games, but I played a lot of games. Something has really come over me in this old age. And I was telling Isa how I've gotten better at games I was always worried that I get worse at games in my old age, and for some odd reason I've gotten better. And I always sucked. I wouldn't say I sucked in Armored Core. I just never put time into Armored Core to figure it out. And I got the Armored Core 6, and we got our tight little crew, and those guys are Armored Core nuts. So I got in with them, and yes, that's Freddie. What's up, Fred? What's up? I got it with them, and I learned how to build ACs, and then I learned how to play good enough where I could beat these dudes who've been playing for years. Like they're badass. So I learned how to beat them, and then I started going online and playing against people and dusting people off. I was winning a lot. I never got to S rank. I think the highest I got to was B. I think I got to B rank. And I never continued moving up the ladder because I haven't really been back on the play. But Armored Core 6 is the shit. I would love to play Hip Hop Gamer in Armored Core 6. Oh, I would love it. Let's see, we got John, we got Full Effect Gaming on here. Is there an Armored Core VR? There ain't an Armored Core VR. I wish it, yes, I do wish it had, if it would have been dope if it had crossplay. The Japanese haven't been really into doing the crossplay thing. So it would have been nice if they allowed PC and PlayStation players to play together with Armored Core 6 here in 2024, 2023, 2024. I mean, come on. I just buy games and they just collect dust. I work like 65 hours a week. Yep. Yeah, that used to be me. So John, I got some codes to give away for MetaQuest during the 24-hour stream. Some MetaQuest games. I'm hoping to get more between now and when the stream starts on the 13th. I've asked companies to send codes to give away during the 24-hour stream. I just got 3 MetaQuest codes for a game. I'm not telling you anything. I'm not telling you what the games are until I give them away. And I'm hoping to get some more. So we'll see how that goes. You know, everything's just got to find the mod. I forgot to do. There's actually an Armored Core VR mod. Are you kidding me? Is there really one out there? That would be fucking insane. I don't even think I could play that. The game is too fast. It's too fast as it is. I don't know if I could do that. I'm really not sure if I could do that. Yeah, yeah. I can do it, John. I can do a 24-hour stream. Like, worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, I fall asleep during the stream, and then you guys got another story to laugh about. It's full on entertainment. It's full on entertainment. That's all. Yeah, so that should be interesting. My girlfriend's gonna hate me the next day because I'm like, okay, going to sleep. Yeah, so that'll be fun. I don't know why. I just thought it'd be fun. I'm like, man, I've never done a 24-hour stream. Let me do it. I've done other crazy things. We did a film festival when I was in San Diego, a film contest, where we had 48 hours to write a script, shoot it, and edit it. And back then, we had, like, I had a good computer for editing, but we had to transfer everything over digital tape into our computers. It was just much harder. I wouldn't say much harder, but you had to do a lot more to get your video onto your PC. And then the rendering times were ridiculously long. We had 48 hours. I literally rendered that film. It was a short film. I rendered it. I think we got done with the render 2 hours before we had to get in the car, drive to the college, and submit the tape for the film festival. And the movie sucked. It absolutely sucked. Oh my God. So yeah, I can do the 24 hours. I'm only gonna do it once. If I do it too much, I might end up dead on the live stream, and then I'll make the news. Can't have that. So no, but me staying up 20, I've done it numerous times in life for different things, so it's not a big deal. And I figured, you know what, that'll be fun. That'll be unique. It'll be something I've never ever done before. There will be numerous times where I'll be getting up out of my seat, walking around, taking bio breaks, you know, but I'm going to have it all planned out. It's going to be cool. Still trying to build all this and get the set really cool and everything. As you notice, I got the purple light, so it looks like I'm really in the room with the purple light, and I just need to get a green light. I have the light. I haven't set it up like a green light on this side, and I was like, oh, is he really in that room? Where did he get all those toys? You know, I think I fooled John with this set. So yeah, so 24-hour stream, so that'll be cool. Next week on the 13th. As you know, Warzone's back every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. It's an hour show. I'm not doing that crazy 5 or 6 hour shit. No, I don't think I ever. Yeah. I have fell asleep during the Warzone show, but that's only because somebody else with super long wind was speaking, and you know who I'm talking about. It was either Jagon. Well, no, Jagon was too entertaining to fall asleep on. But there's a couple people that would get on there and talk, and they would go on and on and on and on and on, and I'd just be like, "Come on, people!" It's just like you're boring me to death right now. Yeah, I think it used to happen. Shit, it used to happen almost every week. This person would come on and talk, and I would just be like, oh my God. Even sometimes Hip Hop Gamer would go on these rants about stuff, and I'd be like, hip hop, what are you talking about? And he'd go on. And Weapon X was long-winded. Yes. Tora, what's your email address? I want to do an interview. What kind of interview you want to do? Video, sound, text? red pill sleeper cell. You get. I'm on Gmail, so get a pen ready. Ready? I thought it was in my contact me tab on my channel. I guess not. It's tordavis2 at gmail.com. Mike A was long. Mike, I can't really say Mike A was long-winded. I don't. Well, but see, Mike A usually talked early in the show, so I was wide awake. And but there was like 2 or 3 people that used to put me to sleep. When Hip Hop Gamer would go on a rant, I used to doze off. It was him, Weapon X, maybe even sometimes Jagon. And maybe been a couple of times where Jagon knocked me out because he would go on and on and on. And I wanted to be like, I can be an asshole. I usually save the asshole card for certain people when it's really necessary. And I could have been an asshole. I could have been like, you guys learn how to make a fucking point. Just make a fucking point. Make a fucking point. Just come on. Jesus Christ. No, I don't think Dirty Bird was long-winded. And like, I was never bored listening to Dirty Bird because you talk like this. And I have a PC and a mouse and a PlayStation. And like, I was like, ooh, what's he gonna say next? it was just, I love listening to Dirty Bird talk. And my beautiful wife, and I don't play those games. And when John used to bitch at him, I every so often go back to those video clips where John was cussing out Dirty Bird, and it was fucking hilarious. What the fuck are you doing? The guy was right there. You're remedial. Just thinking about it now has me cracking up. You shut the fuck up. No, you shut me up. That shit was so fucking funny. Those videos are still out there. They're still out there. There was some of the funniest shit. I should get those videos off the other sites and put them on this site so y'all can crack up again, because they were just hilarious. When we were playing Diablo, that was the most fun. I'll tell you, the most fun I ever had, it was me, John, and I think Jagon. There may have been a fourth. I think it was Oog Funk. We played that PlayStation game. What was the PlayStation game? The co-op military game that y'all loved. What the fuck was it called? Not Spec Ops. It was something else. It was a popular PlayStation game with the Navy SEALs. I can't remember the name of it, but it was probably the most fun I had playing through a game online with these dudes. It was just great. It was so much fun. I miss those days, to be honest with you. Anyway, I'm headed to CES, as you know, in January. SOCOM, yes. You remember that night, John? We played SOCOM for like 3 or 4 hours playing through the campaign. All 4 of us went through it together. That was so much fun. I had such a blast that night. I'm like, this is why people like SOCOM. Loved it. Loved that night. That was a blast. I need to do more of that. I still owe Freddie a co-op in Splinter Cell. I still owe him a night in Splinter Cell. We still never did it. We got to do it, Freddie. We got to do it, and we got to stream it. I still got the game. I never went back and played it. We got to do that. So yeah, I'll be in CES in January for the whole week, and I'll be covering it kind of like I did last time, but even more in depth. I'm being really picky about what I shoot and what I choose to do videos on, and I want to stick to stuff that at least I'm interested in and stuff you're interested in. And I know that games brought us all here, but we're also into tech. Like I know John's into tech and photography. I know Freddie's into big rig PCs, you know. So I'm covering that stuff. I've already been invited to Starforge. Starforge invited me because they got some new custom built PC stuff they're going to unveil at CES. So I'm still waiting for that to add that to my. Y'all heard of Starforge? I looked deep into this company. I guess they're all a bunch of streamers that got together and made their own custom PC company, and they're gonna be at CES showing off all their new stuff. That'll be cool. Low to high. You need to tell Hip Hop to stop using cheats in Elden Ring and celebrating boss kills with God mode. Dude, I've had that conversation with Hip Hop, and I'm just like, I partially understand why he did it, because he originally said, I do it because I get so many games and I don't have time to play them all, so playing with cheats makes it easier for me to get through games. And I'm like, okay, cool. I understand that. But he's totally just embraced the cheating. And for me, at least, I find it hilarious when Hip Hop gets a Souls game and the cheats haven't come out or whatever, and he tries to play through it. And he keeps dying. He gets frustrated. He gets pissed off. And I'm like, well, that's how you learn to get better, Hip Hop. You're not going to get better using cheats. But he doesn't really care about getting better. And he's already good in fighting games, so he doesn't even need to cheat on fighting games. But, man, I would love to play him in some Armored Core or something right now. Oh, I would love it. I would eat him up alive in that game. But yeah, the whole Plitch and cheats thing with Hip Hop, it's intriguing. It blows my mind, because I get it. Yeah, we used to love doing cheats, and we had Game Genie and stuff like that. But that was typically just to have fun, and it was for games we already beat and find Easter eggs and do weird stuff. I would never stream. I don't use cheats anymore. But case in point, a game like City Skylines, I would unlock everything. Oh, Hip Hop's online right now. He's playing Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered on Steam. These dudes, man. These dudes are Sony for life. Dude got this big badass PC. He's still playing PlayStation games on it. I'm like, man, there's so much good stuff on PC. So much good stuff. I started playing this game today called Over the Top. It's this World War I game where you play Germans, and it plays this old World War I era music, and you can set it so all the characters speak in German. It is fucking hilarious. Even some of the guys in the chat were speaking German. It was so funny. But I played that a little bit today. It's 100 versus 100 players. So it's 200 people on the field, and it's total chaos. And it's like, it's World War One, and it's got destruction like Battlefield Bad Company 2 did. So you can blow up all the buildings and everything, and there's tanks and mortars, and you can dig trenches and then get in the trenches and hide with your gun. It's pretty cool. It was a play test, so the game's not fully optimized yet. And I was running it with OBS just to see how OBS was with it running in the background. It wasn't too bad, but I might stream that in the future once they patch it up some more. Wrath Unreal, low to high. He always uses cheats. I didn't know cheats exist still. Well, I think it was when he first started doing it. He did it with Cuphead. Here's the funny thing about Hip Hop Gamer. Y'all know, don't get me wrong. Hip Hop Gamer is my boy. I love him to death. And we fuck with each other all the time. But when he first used the cheats, I don't think people knew he was using cheats. But even after they found out he was using cheats, The funny thing about hip hop using cheats is he still reacts like he's not using cheats. Like he's got 100% God mode full life, and he still goes, "Oh, oh," you know, when they're shooting and throwing stuff at him. Like, hip hop, you can't die. So why are you reacting like you can die? Oh shit! Oh my god! I've been laughing a lot tonight. So anyway, CES. So if there's anything that you want me to cover at CES, put it on the community tab, or put it in one of the comments in one of my videos. Maybe I'll put something up in the community tab to see what you guys are interested in me covering. Because, like I said, I know we're all into games or tech, but maybe somebody's into AI. Maybe somebody's into smart health. You know, there's some really cool stuff that I can't talk about right now that breaks embargo in January that's coming out. I already got something ready to post on the coalition. There's some pretty cool health stuff coming out. More robotic lawnmowers coming out and things like that. Some cool shit coming out. Like, you know, if you guys have been watching, I got a robotic vacuum that runs around my house. It's so fucking weird to be in my house and I got things to do, and I pull out my phone and I tell my robot to vacuum up certain rooms, and I'm going around my house doing it. This robot's just doing its thing, and when it's done, it goes back in its little thing and it's done. It's so cool. I'm like, because if you remember Star Wars back in 1977, their vision of sci-fi and futuristic, they had those little robots running around the Death Star, and I'm like, I have one of those in my house, and it's super smart. Like, if my rabbit's in the middle of the floor, the vacuum sees my rabbit and goes around my rabbit. It's like super smart and uses LiDAR and all that stuff. There's some cool technology, and there's more robot vacs coming out, more robotic pool cleaners, you know, just all kinds of cool stuff coming out. So if there's anything you want me to cover, I will post it on the community tab, and I will make note of it, and I will actually do that coverage for you, because I know there's something you'd be like, oh, I wonder how the subsonic shaving kits are going to be at CES this year, and then you put it in there. I'll find out which companies have it, and I'll go check it out, and I'll video it for Davis Daily. I'm hoping to get more stuff for the 24-hour stream. So I'm going to be dumping codes in during the show, but I will let you know what they are so you don't get a code that you already have, a game that you already have. I was hoping I could get a MetaQuest to give away to somebody who doesn't have VR. When are you going to get VR, Freddy? You got fucking everything else. How come you haven't gotten VR yet? John knocked me out and dragged me into VR. Probably the best entertainment decision I made this year was getting it, because it's a blast. But what else? There was something else I wanted to talk about here. Let's see. Oh, so trade wars. So as you know, I don't talk politics, but I think this is important for us, because China's not allowing U.S. to get any of their minerals now, and that means that a lot of the shit that gets made, a lot of the shit that we enjoy, I can almost guarantee you that tariffs and the shit that's going on with China, Xbox, PlayStation, VR, smartphones, all that cool shit, TVs, all the prices are going to get jacked up next year. So, if you're smart, get your shit now. Get your shit now, just to make sure anything that you want, you have it. Get it now, because you may not be able to afford it come next year. And that's for real. Like, this is the real deal. You're gonna see prices like that iPhone 17 when it comes out. You know, nobody's gonna be able to buy an iPhone 17 unless they're rich. That's where we're headed if all this stuff actually happens. But the trade wars are happening right now, and that's gonna affect a lot of shit. A lot of shit. So buy your shit now. If you've been saving up for something, you've been saving up for a drone, get it now. You've been saving up to update your phone, get it now. Especially if you're an iPhone user, because iPhones are made in China. That's where they're produced, in China. Not these bad boys. Okay? The Samsung Galaxy, that's not made in China. There may be a couple parts in here that's made in China, but for the most part, they're made in Korea. So, but if you're in Apple, your prices are going to be like that's the one item that's going to shock the world. Is when Apple iPhone prices go up. People are going to be like, holy shit. So they said, I think I did the math. I think it was 60%. And right now, iPhone 16 Pro is what, $1,500? Do the math. Do the math. Those phones are going to be over $2,000 easily. It's going to be hilarious. I'm here for it. I'm here to watch the world burn. You wouldn't get lost at CES, Freddie. I mean, CES is a lot worse now it's bigger than it used to be. But they got shuttles going everywhere. They got maps. We got smartphones. The only time you really get lost is when you're in a convention center trying to find a particular booth and you can't figure out exactly where you're facing. That's the only time I get fucked up. But they've made it so easy to figure out where you need to go, because you got the Venetian, you got the convention center, you got the Aria. There's so many hotels and so many places where stuff is going on. I will be doing at least 35,000 steps a day. I'm going to get my move on. So that'll be good for me. So I'm going to keep asking this every week. How many people in here have invested in VR? And if so, what VR have you invested in? I already know John, but who else here has invested in VR? Or is thinking about investing in VR? I really want Freddie to get it. Freddie would lose his mind. I'd film that. I gotta bring my MetaQuest to Freddie's house and film him using it. That would be hilarious. Or hook it into his PC so he can play Love and Lust. Oh, there we go. So you just got a PSVR 2 on sale. It's so funny you mentioned that, because I talked about that last week where I was comparing the prices. And I said, oh, the PSVR has dropped. Here's the problem with the PSVR. Wow, Bitcoin's up to 104,000. Holy shit. So let's see, we got here. Yeah, damn, John, you got the Valve Index too? Can I borrow $1? You can't remember what you have. Fred says, checked out SVS speakers. They usually have cool demos. What's SVS? So Chiba got the PSVR 2. So you paid, what, $300 for it, right? Yeah, like, Freddie, I'm telling you right now. Start off with the MetaQuest 3 or the MetaQuest 3S. Please, don't jump straight into the Valve Index. Start small, trust me. Because with the MetaQuest 3S, you can play your entire Steam VR library. Okay? So you'll get in it, you'll get used to it, and then later on upgrade to your Valve Index that you want, or your MetaQuest 3, which is going to give you better visuals. But spending all that money on the Valve Index for your first VR, I was against it. I wanted it. I wanted the Valve Index, but I said, no, I don't want to spend that money on fucking VR right now. When this MetaQuest 3S came out, I literally immediately got online and bought it at that price. You cannot beat that. John says, that's not even small. That's just smart. The Index is a great piece of shit that breaks. John should know. John should know. And I think the Index is what? Isn't it like 1,200? I don't even know. I got Steam open right now. Let's take a look. Let's see. Store. Valve Index. Oh, okay. So it's now. Oh, so I was looking at the first one. So the Valve Index VR kit that gives you everything, which gives you the controller, the headset, and the sensors, is $1,000. And you got to have all that stuff. And John, correct me if I'm wrong, the Valve Index, you have to tether yourself to the computer? Or no? That's not 5 signature. Yeah. Yeah, I think you got to tether yourself with that's the other thing that drew me in. Like, you can tether the MetaQuest if you want to your computer, but why do that when you can do it over your Wi-Fi? You just connect to your Wi-Fi and you can get direct access to your Steam VR library. It's dope, Freddie. Come on, I'm telling you. And it's a drop in the bucket compared to the Index. You don't want to be tethered to your computer. I can put on my MetaQuest 3S and play my Steam games all throughout my house as long as I have access to my Wi-Fi. That was another thing that was a turnoff for me. Is like, yeah, VR is fucking awesome, but I don't want to have to sit at my computer to use it. So when Meta got their shit together and figured out how to do it wirelessly, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, let's do this. And then when I launched the Steam app and I could play all my Steam VR games, I was like, this is a win. I'm telling you, Freddie, get a MetaQuest. I'm a Meta fanboy now. As far as I'm concerned, Meta can do no wrong. They can do no wrong. The price of the games is great. You know, you get a PSVR, you're going to play a lot more for your games. You're going to have a limited library. I don't is the PSVR tethered to? Is that tethered to? Yeah, it's tethered to the PlayStation, so you're always going to be tethered to your PlayStation, as far as I know. Not that it's bad. I mean, the hardware in the PSVR is good, but Sony's not going to support that. They didn't make it compatible with the VR1, and they just don't have the library for it. It's like, oh, you can play Horizon. That's cool. But that for Horizon VR game, that should be on Steam too. Is it? Let's check. Horizon. What the fuck? Let's see. Horizon Zero VR. No. Somebody will mod it. Somebody will mod that Horizon Zero Dawn Steam game and make it work on VR. They do that stuff all the time. PSVR 2 works on PC now. Okay, that's good. I need to go buy it, but my PC fucked. With the Quest, you can use wires or wireless, and it's the best of both worlds, Steam and Quest games, right? All right. SVS is a subwoofer speaker company. Oh, okay. All right. Well, call me, Fred. You can call me anytime. We can talk about it, dude. I don't want to see you spend all that money on a Valve Index. Just trust me, dude. Trust me. So yeah, anything you want to see from CS, let me know. I will put up a post. I'll put it up tonight, and then you guys can start adding to it as you find things out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But I don't know. I don't know what else. I mean, there's nothing really going on in video games. What are you saying no about, John? What are you saying no about, John? They're about to come out with another headset soon. Sony? Or Meta? I know Meta's releasing another one. Who's releasing it, John? I do declare. For who? Is it just another company? Or are you talking about SVS? John is a compendium about VR. If you want to know anything about VR, talk to John. He is a walking Wikipedia about VR. Does Tawana play with your VR? Is she into it like you are? John showed me somebody did a mod for Halo. Halo Combat Evolved, and they were playing in VR, which was really weird. I watched that video, John, and it was kooky. I was like, how the hell can they play that in VR? I don't get it. And it was pretty slick. She has her own headset. What is she using? Is she using a MetaQuest? I got to add you all as friends on my MetaQuest. I can't believe I haven't done that yet. I just want VR for Half-Life. Half-Life Alyx. Yeah, I still haven't downloaded it. I need to download it. I have so many things in the queue. If I showed you my Steam library right now, you guys would probably get a plane ticket and smack the shit out of me. Yeah, I have, and I've recently picked up Warhammer. Haven't played it. I got damn, what did I add this week? I added that Over the Top game. I added. I wish I could see the list by when I bought them. I don't know how to do it. I'm sure there's a way to do it. But there's a bunch of good stuff. There's so much good stuff on Steam. They got the whole Spider-Man franchise. So they got Miles Morales and Spider-Man Remastered. And it's just like they got Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, holy shit. I can't believe it. I'll be playing Helldivers. I'm going to try to play Helldivers during the 24-hour stream. That's when I really want to play online. There's so much stuff. Oh, there's a new Castlevania collection? What? Did you guys know there was a Castlevania collection on Steam? It's called Dominus Collection. 3 incredible action-adventure games from Castlevania series have finally returned for the first time, but wait, here's more. Haunted Castle Revisited, redesigned for the very first time. Redesigned version of the very first Castlevania arcade game makes its debut. I didn't even know this was a thing. Did y'all know about this? This is how I've just not been hip to anything when it comes to video games. I'm so out of it now. So out of it. Warhammer actually it does look dope. That's why I got it. You got to play some VR for a couple. Oh, I'm definitely playing VR for a couple hours on the stream. That's I already know how to do it. I know how to stream from the Quest to OBS. So I'm definitely going to be playing some VR. Plus, I'm going to need to stand up multiple times during that stream. Got to do it. Can't sit down for 24 hours. So I'll be up and about a lot. So that'll be cool. But I think that's pretty much it. But keep watching the videos. Tor, do you have a Steam Deck? I do not have a Steam Deck. I don't like mobile gaming. It's very uncomfortable for me to sit there and get on a screen. Like, I'm not I could be the biggest gamer in the world, but like when I leave the house, I don't want to be holding a fucking tiny game console in my hand. When I got the Switch, and I bought the Switch, bought a bunch of games with it. I enjoyed it, but I'm like, I cannot do this. I'm like, my neck is hurting from holding it, and I didn't like the way the controller felt. If I do want to play mobile, then I just take my Android tablet, I sit it up and grab my Xbox controller and play Game Pass. Like when I'm doing 12-hour storm duty for work. We support the crews for 12 hours. This is after a full day of work. So I'll just be like, I'll set up my tablet and then I'll grab my controller and play. That's the only mobile gaming I do. We should play Broforce. Oh, I play Broforce with you. I still got that. You didn't like the Game Boy back then? Nope, didn't like it. I bought the Sega. I can't remember which one I bought. The Sega, whatever Sega had. I played the Game Boys. I bought the Neo Geo. Every time I bought a handheld console, I never really liked it. It felt uncomfortable to me. And I don't have big hands. I have it. They may look big on TV, but I have small hands. And I just don't like I'll play on my phone because it's just one finger and you know it's different. But to hold something like this for hours and look down, it's just not comfortable for me. And that's when I decided, and some of Nintendo's bullshit, I sold my Switch and I'm like, I am done with mobile gaming. And I've looked at Steam Decks. I've looked at them. They're fucking gorgeous. And I've looked at all those other companies that are making quote-unquote Steam Decks. And I'm like, oh, man, that's pretty dope. Good technology. But it'll be the same thing. It's just not comfortable for me. John says, I used to play VR at work till bitch snitched on me. When am I going to be on the Throwdown again? Good question. So Tony is going to be at the CES. And Hip Hop's going to be there. I'm trying to put something together with them two to do like a round table at the CES. That's what's going on in my head right now. And me and Tony are already going to hook up. I haven't talked to Hip Hop yet, but I'm trying to get the three of us together to create some content while we're in Vegas. So, more news at 11 on that one. But I'm hoping to put that together because I think it'll be hilarious. It'll be a lot of fun. So that'll be cool. But yeah, as you can see, this format of the Warzone is completely different than the other two. But this is the way I want it. You know, I want to engage with you guys. I want to talk about stuff. I want to learn stuff. This is going to be it. You know, Throwdown is over on. It's YouTube, and it's called The Throwdown Show. And I think they also stream to Twitch. And it's Tony Polanco and all them, E-Man and all those guys that did the podcast when they were with Shut the Fuck Up and Play. They still do it. Throwdown Show. Just go on YouTube and search The Throwdown Show. It's pretty good. Who's going to be your cameraman? Not you, Freddie. Well, I'll have my Osmo 3, and I don't need a cameraman. That's one thing you're not going to get is somebody walking around following me with a camera at CES. Can't bring my drone and have that follow me around because it'll just get confused. But yeah, I'll have all my equipment. It's going to be good. It's going to be good stuff. So be on the lookout for that. And I'll let y'all know when that's going to happen. And that's it. So if there's nothing else, I will bid you guys farewell. And I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to do a Warzone on Wednesday since I'm doing the 24-hour stream. Probably not, but I haven't decided yet. So we'll see. And that's it. Thank you guys for coming. And make sure you go to the page and go to the playlist. And yep, it's over already. It's only an hour, John. What do you want me to do, man? Come to the 24-hour stream and stay up. Go to the YouTube page and go to playlist. Click on the Warzone playlist and start it and go to sleep. I'm trying to get. I'm over 1,000 now. I'm over 1,000 hours. I need 3,000 hours to get monetized. So, if you guys, watch those, if you let your browser play all those war zones, it'll build up my watch time, and then I can get monetized. And then we could really have some fun. We could have memberships and monetization and all kinds of shit. So I really want to do that. So help me out with that. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Keep your eyes open. Keep your notifications. Subscribe and like and turn on your notifications. Stupid shit. But yeah. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Peace out.